My name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
So I'm about to start recording, and I was just posting this on my community board on PYTE, and then once I'm done with this, I was gonna paste it on our part of Pure Service channel. So I thought, because I just put this link here, and one video I share with you, I think I talk about it, but I didn't show you, where I paste a link on our part of Pure Service. But for some reason, YouTube asked me to verify something, to verify the link. But on other channel, it does not ask me to verify anything. So I wanted to share that with you while I'm doing this. And I was just about to start recording, but right now it's 3:49 a.m. I started late because I was trying to put a list together. And while I'm in the middle of creating the list, and I came across different things, and I'm sharing with you, because once I'm done with it, I don't remember to go back to them. So this is one of them. So let me finish with this, and then I'm gonna copy everything and then paste it on our part of Pure Service, and we're gonna see the difference, because I talk about it in one of my video, but I don't think I showed you. Alright, so this is the link I took from here. This is a form if you want to participate in it. Alright, so it's regarding safe digital futures for children, and there's gonna be like an event on November 6th and October 14th is the last day you have to submit the application. So they provide the link and you put your email. The only thing I don't know, it seems like at the bottom I saw it asks if you are some sort of organization. So I'll just share it, and I'll put it in this video as well if you guys are interested. If it matter if you're not a organization or something, there it is here, name of your organization, and they put the star here where it's a must, you have to do it. I don't know if individual can participate. Okay, all of this, it's required. So I'll share it, you deal with it. All right, so let's go on my community board. This is it. I'm gonna copy this, copy it, all right, and put some of the tweets that talks about it. And should I said that, you know, when people get into it, they'll figure it out. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna post it, and then we're gonna see if it's gonna ask me to verify this link. Okay, this is the key here, to verify it. Okay, I submitted. There it is. Nothing. Okay, it did not ask me anything. Now I'm gonna go to Output of Pew Service to see, once I put the link, all right, the link is there. You could click it. All right, this is the thing here. You could click it and go straight to it. Okay, this is the difference. You click it and you go straight to it. So now I'm gonna go to Output of Pew Service. This is the channel that focuses all on their work, things that they do. This is where serious stuff is discussed. Okay, I don't bring politics over there and things like that, because I was reading one of the comments that said on Team Sussex, this is where I threw all the things that the squad are talking about that has nothing to do with the Sussexes, or has something to do with the Sussexes, and that's a little bit more politics and things like that. So the shenanigans, I threw them on Team Sussex, when all of my channels are monetized. Like right now, Output of Pew Service is not monetized. So when there's something serious that I need to put, and you know, I'm spending my time putting these things together, so I will find the channel that is monetized to throw it in. So PYTE is monetized, so I will put it on PYTE, which is what I'm doing right now. Okay, but Team Sussex, the only reason I'll put this on my community board for Team Sussex is because there's more subscribers there, so at least more people will know about it. But I try to keep them a little bit separate. So anyway, let's go on Output of Pew Service. Okay, so I'm there now, but right now I'm still showing the PYTE community board, but I want to go on the community board for Output of Pew Service.
How often would you do that?
All right, so there it is here. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna, let me drag the images. Okay, I just want to show you the steps. Let's drag the images. Okay, so there they are. Okay, now I'm gonna paste it. Let's see. The key thing is, once I paste it, let's see if YouTube is gonna ask me to verify it. That's an extra step. Paste it, there it is here. Okay, verify. This did not ask me at all on PYTE. It's asking me to verify it. Now, if I click on it, you're gonna see all the steps that they're asking me. Okay, to verify it, let me make sure. This is all the things that I need to do. Okay, to do all of this stuff. Choose how to access advanced features and all of this. Alright, so I don't want to go through all of that. Okay, this is the amount of subscribers that I have on Output of Pew Service. So, alright, so I'm gonna cancel it, and I'm gonna just continue it. Okay, post it. So once I do that, now the difference here, you see, now I cannot click on it to go straight to that link. I will have, for instance, once you see it, you will have to copy the link and paste it on your browser. Okay, that's the difference. And this channel, this is the most serious channel of all of my channels. The most serious, because all I do here, okay, is focus on the work that Harry and Meghan do. Okay, there's, for instance, the last video that I put over there. Well, child, you see, there's not that much traction. 54 views. I don't know when was the last time I put it. Okay, so when I go to content, all you see is their work. Only their work. This is the most serious channels that I have. But if I go on PYTE, for instance, okay, I'm done with this because I'm not gonna be sharing anything here. All right, I'm gonna go to another channel. Let's say, for instance, maybe Team Sussex. Okay, so there's Team Sussex. This is the channel that has the most subscribers, 4,445. and it keeps on going up and down. 1 minute is 4,440, 4,446, back and forth. So I just leave it. Okay, but still, the traction is not there. And I know it's not moving organically. They're suppressing some of those channels. Okay, so if I go to my content, I talk about everything. Okay, it's not just their work. And if you go on Pt1, okay, I talk about everything. This, for instance, you don't see it. This is for my members only. So where I talk about PDD and the comparison with what's this guy? Is it Epstein? Yeah, Epstein. Okay, almost the same thing. But I don't make this public for everyone to see it. There's other ones, for instance, when I make them public, the members get to see them first. Like these videos, members have already seen it. By the time you see it, the members have already seen it. I schedule them. October 17th. Today is October 10th. So 7 days from now, that's when it will be public. All right. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So I talk about everything on this channel. On Pt1, this is my main channel. This was my very first channel, and still it has less subscribers than my backup channel, APTS Sussex. On this channel, if you go on this channel, Pt1, you go to the very first video that I put, the maybe first 3 videos, it's all politics. The reason I created this channel, okay, Pt1 Entertainment, before it did not have Team Sussex. It's after, okay, my original focus was to talk about politics in a different way, not really to go deep into all the details, to see just pretty much the stupidity of things. Okay, things people were not seeing, similar to how I talk about certain things when it comes to politics. The reason I'm talking about this is because I read a comment that someone on APTS Sussex, which is where I'm gonna put this video, saying that don't talk about politics on that channel. You got the wrong person. As a matter of fact, I was not supposed to talk about the Sussexes. The Sussexes were not in my periphery at all. It's just that once I start, when I shuffle through the YouTube world and social media, and I look at certain topics and I look deeper into things, and I saw the craziness of it, and that's how they caught my attention. I was talking about Johnny Depp. I was talking about so many other issues until YouTube decided to say, oh, don't talk about these things anymore in terms of child abuse and things like that. I was talking about almost everything. So to separate things, once I saw Pt1 was being targeted by YouTube, and I said, I need to create a backup. That's how APTS Sussex came about. And as soon as I create APTS Sussex, this channel, Pt1, was demonetized. All last year, it was completely demonetized. So I shift all of my content at that time to APTS Sussex. And then when I saw that, I was talking about a lot of different things. And I was like, you know what? I need to separate things. I need to put their work completely off of this barrage of things, because I saw they were doing good things, and I didn't want it to be shuffled into all of the crazy things that I was talking about. And that's how our part of Pure Service created. It's backup after backup after backup, because YouTube is targeting all of them. And you see how I just showed you. When I post something on Pt1, they don't ask me to verify any of the links. But the very good channel, this is the cleanest channel of all of my channels. The cleanest, because it focused on their work. Now YouTube decided to give me an extra step when I put a link, to give the people who wants to look into Harry's work an extra step to look more into those channels or whatever link that I'm sharing. Okay? And I just showed you. So if I were to talk about it, people will say, oh, why are you doing this? It sounds crazy pretty much. But they did it. This is how I know for a fact someone is literally monitoring my channels. Like, for instance, over the weekend, I think it was this channel. There is still showing here, but I fixed the issue where they pick a video from, I don't know, 2022 or 2023, and they decided to put copyright on it. See, now it's fixed. I spoke about it in one of my videos. Okay, when you see the green light, that's when everything is fine. So they mark certain part within the video that deemed to be copyright. I was like, you know what? I've already put it out. People will watch it. I made peace with it. Okay, I was content, and I was like, you know what? Let me just cut it. I'm not gonna argue with them, anything. I just cut it to be done with it. Next thing I know, they pick another section of it. I was like, what the hell? And then I bring that peace of mind to myself and just cut it. Now the third time when they did that, I was like, F this now. And I started contacted YouTube on Twitter, and then they give me the runaround, and I restart my computer to make sure everything is clean and everything like that. They will not let me dispute it. Dispute was not on my radar to do it because I didn't care. I didn't care to dispute it. When I realized I did the steps to dispute it, now when it's time for me to submit it, I can't even submit it. That's when I went on my community board to talk about it. And then as soon as I put it on my community board, they clear it up. And then afterward, I put something where, I think, was it this one? Let's see. Let's go on the channel itself. Community board. It's not too far from here. Okay, there it is here. And then I put this last one, and I say, here you go. Whoever at YouTube that's doing this nonsense with my channel, please stop. If this is what it takes for YouTube to do the right thing, then I'll keep putting this shenanigan wherever I can publicly, because it is ridiculous. Well, that was an eventful morning. So that was Saturday before I went apple picking with the family and stuff like that. So I took care of that over the night. It's unbelievable, the nonsense that YouTube is doing. Now, if I were to just say it without showing you, many of you will say, this is nonsense, stop making up. I literally just showed you. Okay, I paste something here. All right, you could see on this channel, the link is visible where you could click on it and go straight to the link. Right? But on the other channel, I have to verify it, do all of this. You know what? Let's leave it as that. All right. So now I'm done with this. Okay. I spent 15 minutes. We're gonna start the video. Okay. Let me go on the channel that I plan on putting this video so we could look at the back end. Okay. So let's get started. Today is October 10th, 2024. It is 4 o'clock. In an hour, I have to wake up my son. All right, 4,445 subscribers, new subscribers. Welcome. Estimate revenue, $86.10. Please, if you like some of the content, please subscribe or be a member, or you could donate to my PayPal or Cash App, a way to support my channel, because YouTube is literally suppressing everything that I do. Let's go to analytics. Okay, and the last 48 hours, 636 views. There it is. Okay. So that is that. Let's go on Twitter. If I was paying attention or focus all of my energy on that, maybe it's my fault too. I decided not to talk about the shenanigans, the nonsense, or bash on Harry and Meghan. Then I would have had some views and things like that. I'm not about that. So if you guys truly enjoy my content, please help me out. Donate to PayPal or Cash App, or become a member. And the membership, the reason I don't, how will I say that? I don't publicize it too much because I don't know when I'm going to be in the monetization program. Because in any little thing that, I do, they could easily remove my channels on the monetization program. And I'm not even making that much. I share with you everything in the back end of all of my channel. So if you can, please donate to PayPal or Cash App. This is the only thing that I will promote. Okay, so let's go on Twitter. And this is the thing that I just share, and I have it further down on the list. Let's go to the first tweet. All right, so pretty much the Derangers, I don't share too many of them because it's just nonsense after nonsense. There's no reason for me to waste my time on them complaining. They're still complaining about Meghan's wearing a red dress. Can you imagine that? Day 4 of the British media meltdown over Duchess Meghan's red dress. There's me responding here. They're still at it. LOL. Salty Island has too many lost souls without any direction. The Sussexes will guide them in the path of redemption, I guess. They all are baggage for God. Okay, 32 people like it. There's one comment. My Twitter feed is inundated with articles about Meghan and her red dress, but there's nothing about the event. Her PR blitz has worked, but she won't be able to keep pulling these stunts over unless she finds herself a billionaire. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Okay, so there's me responding to that. I need to black that one soon. Okay, perhaps, maybe, just maybe the people you follow prefer to talk about her dress. What people decide to write have nothing to do with her. This is simple logic, not rocket science. Me, you, or anyone else who decide to talk or write anything about Meghan Markle have nothing to do with Meghan Markle. She forced no one to write. Okay, just think somebody like it. So let's black her. There's 3 comments under it. Who else respond to her? I don't see it. All right, so let's black her. All right, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're mad because the other board can't cosplay this look like she's done with Meghan's other fashion choices. You know, the mumble who keeps on copying Meghan. Meghan has slowly and deliberately changed her fashion since stepping down from that snake pit across the pond, making it a lot harder for Bourne to get press from cloning her. Okay, there's the word here. Ho mad. Okay, there's that red dress. Okay, the British press is so sad. The leftovers should be mad as hell. Alright, so there it is here. It's not even a new one. Exactly! This is the thing here. It's not even brand new. It's just that now she didn't put the how do they call this? The trail, the cape. It's not the cape. She just wear it without the thing in the back. It's an old dress. Oh my goodness. Liz John, I'd invested so much in our relationship. This right there, this psychotic sums up everything about the British media and Derangers. They honestly believe they are in a relationship where they justify to intrude in every aspect of Meghan's life. That's crazy. Alright, so pretty much that's that. The squad are talking, you know, in a common sense way, and when the Derangers step in, you see the delusional. Nobody is forcing anyone to write about her red dress. Nobody. And by the way, this was a gala to highlight the Children's Hospital of LA. All right, and I think I have that thing open here to share with you. This is what the event was about. Okay, what is Children's Hospital of Los Angeles known for? Children's Hospital of Los Angeles is one of the nation's leading children's hospital. True to our mission, we have been creating hopes and building healthier future since 1901. Wow, I didn't know it was that since then, okay? We deliver a level of care that's consistently recognized as some of the best in the world. Okay, and I was going through all of this, you know, the leading of Children's Hospital. They list them by numbers. Oh, not that. Let me pause and look for it. It should be somewhere down here. It was here. Is what is the number one? This one I was looking here. Okay, so there's different Children's Hospital. Number 1 is in Boston, Children's Hospital in Boston. Number 2, Cincinnati Children's Hospital. Okay, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, John Hopkins Children's Center, Baltimore. So there's a lot and across the country. So each one of them have a way to highlight their cause, and people can donate and donate their time or money. All right, so this one was one of the event, a gala for the hospital. I didn't hear any of the things that they said during the gala, but it's one of their highlight moment. And I think it was earlier this year, Meghan had volunteered her time. Okay. Then this is something that Meghan has done before. She had stopped, I don't know if it was it's definitely not this year. I think it was last year where she stopped by and, highlight the care. I think she read a book at the Children's Hospital. All right. So they were doing a gala. Oops, where was I? Gala. And then the thing that the Derangers decided to focus on was her red dress. Okay. There's no reason for me to share that. All right. So let's go to the next tweet. All right, so I had the Children's Hospital somewhere on the list, but apparently I don't see it. Okay, so now let's go on the next tweet. So there's that here. Prince Harry and Meghan and Colombia again. All right. So I've decided to move this tweet to our part of Pew service since it's focusing on their work. So I cut this part out, go on our part of Pew service where I talk about it. Okay, so let's get back to the original recording. So maybe this part, I'll put it on our part of Pew service. This part, I probably will put it on our part of Pew service. You will have to go to that channel to watch it. Because if I cut it out and put it here and also put it on our part of Pew service, YouTube will give me a copyright. So I'll cut this part out. Okay, so go on our part of Pew service to see what I said here. Okay, so that's that. Now we are into different things. The left behind us. I saw it and I thought I'd share it with you. Now, after this, you see Harry and Meghan's work is being discussed here. Okay? So, this is that. I don't care about leftovers, but if the Derangers want to hop on about desperate, classless royal outfit and behavior we got receipt from their media rats, give this visit to them. Okay? Remember how I said at the beginning of this video? All they doing is talking about Meghan's red dress, and they complaining, and some even saying, which I didn't share, they're not even focusing on the children hospital and all of that. Meanwhile, they don't want who's talking about Meghan's red dress. Okay, so the squad said, okay, let's show them some receipt here. Alright, how Kate Middleton strategically chased Prince William in college, future Queen Wood Prince with stunning dress before pair finally got together as they celebrate 13 years marriage. So when was that? Oh, 2024. This is old. Did they print it again? Oh, so that's this part here. Whatever, let me not waste too much time. I'm just sharing with you the receipt the squad are bringing. Okay, Kate Middleton shock claim Kate carried home after getting, oh my god, paralytically drunk. That's that. Okay, so this is their princess, their future queen. That's that. She blacked her comment. Let's go to the next one. Alright, so next tweet. Alright, so there's that here. Alright, all my content is on the TikTok thing. There's the check, a lot of hashtag. I've shared some of his videos before. I forgot what this was about, but let's see. There'll be screenshot, but just pay attention to what he's saying. Alright, the volume is up. Let's play.
Gosh, James Middleton, Kate Middleton's brother, is very chatty, isn't he? You might want to pause this video to read the headline and then go and find the article for yourself. Before we jump into this, you know the score. Comments are open, would love your opinion. So it seems that James has described in his book how his 1-year-old son regularly visits his parents, Carol and Michael, and Kate and her children dote on his son. So they've been in that same environment at her parents' house for the last 1 year. Wait a minute, stop the bus. Kate's been isolating for the last year while she's been getting her cancer treatment, right? She's been staying away from anyone that could transfer any form of infection, and the press have covered that in great detail.
Okay, so this is why I think I put it, because I think yesterday is one of those magazines, the Royal Rats magazine, talking about how, is it People magazine? William did not, I don't know, it may not be People, I don't remember which magazine spoke about it, that William did not go to the Paris Olympics because he did not want, I believe that's what was said, I'm talking on top of my head here, he did not want to catch COVID to give to his sick wife or something like that. Okay, so now this guy is talking about James Middleton's book where they're visiting, you know, the grandparents and Kate and all of that, and he's saying, wait a second, I thought she was in isolation. What happened here? How is this possible? Because the media was saying something else, and then there's the brother saying something else. So I think this is why I put it. All right, so let's move it back.
For any form of infection, and the press have covered that in great detail because it's one of the reasons that Kate can't work. James seems to be disputing that story. It seems to me that the book's describing regular family weekend get-togethers in a small-ish property, infection central, particularly when there's lots of little kids running around. I'm confused. Is James confused? Are you confused? What the heck's going on? Is this story actually right, or is the other big story a big jackanori? Happy hump day. Comments are open. Let me know what you think.
Oh my God, these people can't keep up with their nonsense. And I think I responded to that. There's me here. That's the Olympic thing. There's me here. Me responding to his question. What the heck is that? I know it was a rhetorical question. Who cares anyway? There's me here. The heck that is going on is that you were not supposed to add 1 + 1 = 2. You were supposed to add 1 + 1 = 11. That's the heck. That's me laughing here. Salty Island liars. They didn't check on each other before they put their story out. Well, Mr. Africa is mine. Then go to Paris Olympics to take care of her. That's that. And there's me putting that GIF. Oh my God. I'm still laughing about this. That was at the Paris Olympic breakdancing. Oh my God. Okay, let me read some of this. Okay, just this. This is an ad, and then I'll move on. Now, isn't this a curious one? It was only a matter of time before they will out themselves. Always appreciate your take, Martin. So he responded, it just seems odd to me. He's contradicting everything Kate said. Kate and the media, I agree. Something is off, and it's not fish. All right, let's keep Uncle James talking. Agree. All right, so there's all of this. Let's move on. So from this point on, I think I'm done with the royals, Harry's work, and all of that. And some part will be on our part of Piers service. You will not see it here. Okay, so now we are into Piers Morgan debacle. I do not know what's going on, but this is one of the things that I saw popping up on my timeline. I don't know what it is that has to do with Jay-Z and I don't know. But once I saw the squad talking about it, it keeps on repeating. So guess what? So that's the story. And I put it on my list. And I think I have 3 of them. Piers Morgan, about Piers Morgan TMZ. This is my side note when I'm doing the video to have an idea what this is all about, because I'm seeing those crazy numbers, likes. Okay, about Piers Morgan TMZ, same thing again. And then we have Bojo and politics after this. All right. Okay, it looks like somebody talked to some attorney. All right, so let's listen to this. There'll be a screenshot. I'm sorry. 52 seconds. And I think this is where it started. I think. No. It cannot be where it started. Because if he's making apology. Okay, let's listen because I didn't hear it.
The thing about platforms, the reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as they have something to say that other people want to hear. That's why we invited her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine. Well, Jay, you were right, unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyoncé during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Well, now, Sean Diddy Combs. Think about platform.
I don't talk too much about that because about the Sean Combs, things like that's going on. I think right now he's in jail. And I see it similar to the Epstein thing. He was doing in the black community, Epstein was doing it in the white community. I've seen videos where Donald Trump is saying how good of a friend he is with P. Diddy. These are the same kind of groups. Okay? What I see is going on when I put everything together, because there's so many people that is entrapped. And when you look at the Epstein, the Maxwell, Black Little Book, all right, they don't put the white names out. Okay, the people on the Epstein side, they literally, there's some, we already know, we know Bill Clinton, we know some other big names, but the book, if it did come out, I didn't come across it. Okay, so they're preserving the names of those Epstein side of the story, but for the P. Diddy one, they let it all out. And then I think Justin Bieber was part of this thing too, and all of that. So for the black community, and I'm sorry Justin had to go through it, and I think I addressed it in one of my video, but anyway, let me not go into that. Let's focus on this. Okay, it's pretty much the whole point for me saying that was, I think they were trying to normalizing this type of behavior. Or if this person's name is out there, guess what? Everybody else is doing it, so it's okay. Okay, this is the thing that they were trying to do. And I came across tweet where this guy, I think it's from the UK, is saying, oh, so that's after the P. Diddy thing came out. Oh, so what about Black Lives Matter now all of a sudden? Guess what? This has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. Okay, justice needs to be served. His behavior needs to be punished. We're not normalizing this type of behavior no matter who you are. Okay? And then for bringing this up as if it's okay for the other ones to do it. If you look back in some of my old videos, maybe they're not there anymore because YouTube forced me to remove them, where they were trying to lower the age of consent. I talk about it in a big and several of my videos from the beginning of PYTE. Okay, when I started looking into the royal family and all of that, and I was like, what? Okay, 15 for them is too old. They want to was it 15? They want to lower it. Okay, they want to lower age of consent lower and lower. That's because they have done some effed up things with people's children. So when these things come out, they could say, oh, it was age of consent. What does a 13-year-old know? What does a 15-year-old know? They might know a little bit more in terms of, more than a 10-year-old. But they're still children. They haven't developed yet. And I always say the age of consent should be around the 20. This is where they're starting to understand life and they're starting to be on their own. This is where they should be. And the teens should be, let's say 19 at least, okay, should be the minimum, or should I say the maximum for age of consent. But these people wants to lower it. 15. Can you imagine that? What did you know around 15? Not much. But these adults who have already experienced life, they spread themselves globally. And then you have these young people just starting. Okay, this is the thing here. Just starting their life. They don't really know the world, the global scale of things. And these people wants to take advantage of these young people. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's just young girls. They do it, anybody. And I think there was a tweet that I came across. They even do it to freaking animals. Oh my God. These people are crazy. They are crazy. Back to this, okay? All in all, they want to normalize this type of behavior. And people need to push back and say no. Okay? This is the thing. It doesn't matter if you're black, white. It doesn't matter. If you're doing something illegal, taking advantage of somebody else's body, it's a no. Push back. All right? So, and then when you look at what's going on in the U.S., they remove Roe versus Wade. And they're taking control of people's body. Even if you rape or incest and, the woman doesn't have a say about her own body. So when they start doing that, because they want life to continue in their own terms. So while they're doing each other, when you look at the RNC, when it happened, some of the things that I was seeing, I didn't share all of that. Is it Grindr or something? One of those websites where men meets men, or you name it, whatever. It was booming around that time. So this group of people, these are the things that they do. And then they want to procreate, they just use some woman's body and said you have to. When you think about things like the way that I see it, it's scary. It is freaking scary. We need to put a stop to it. It's not fair. And we're at the brink right now, comes next month pretty much. Let me read some of the comment. We listened to this talking about his nonsense. Okay, some of y'all acted like I was tripping last week though. Okay, so she retweeted herself. Is this a YouTube show? That explains a lot. Someone also pointed out to me that Piers tried to emphasize Jaguar was giving her opinion, and she pushed back that it was fact because the burden of proof for libel is much lower in the UK than in the US. Piers potentially opened himself up to a suit with this. Okay, so she must have seen the original whatever that was being played that he's apologizing for now. All right, but of course, because conspiracy theories, the how come nobody sued her, people will now say Jay was shook because she was on a larger platform, and this proves he wants to silence her. Illogic X Xfinity. Okay, so she retweeted that. What the hell is that? That's an ad. I don't want to get into that. Now, for all of the people screaming, if she's lying, why hasn't anyone sued her? They want someone with a big enough platform with legal action because it was actually worth to do so. No one has anything to gain from suing JW. LOL. Okay, so that's that. There's more comment. Let's leave that. Let's go to the next one that also deals with that. Hopefully I could see the original thing. She's making reference to the Jay-Z thing. I'm not gonna play any of this. All of them have music in it, and I know I'm gonna be flagged, and it's about Meghan's red dress. Okay, but she's making, the person who retweeted that is making reference to the TMZ and Jay-Z's lawyer. All right, the Carters put their steel-toe boot straight up Piers. There's the word here. Not a cease and desist, but an ultimatum. Okay, I skip all of this. So let's listen to this. Okay, it's 1 minute and 52 seconds. There's one that I saw that was much longer. I hope they go after Piers Morgan with both feet. Get him. He's a bully, liar, and a big blabbermouth who knows nothing about journalism. He's nothing but a tabloid liar. Sue him. Get every dime you can. He deserves everything that's coming his way, reaping what he saw. Okay, this one is almost 2 minutes. Let's see if I see the longer one. Let me pause this. I'll come back to this. Let me see the next one that I have, because there's one I think it was like 4 minutes. I don't want to keep on playing things. And then if it's shorter, I'll come back to that. There's the comment here. If only they will just sue him. All right, Piers Morgan. Maybe I'm done with this because the other one I think has a video that's much longer. All right, let's pause this. There's this video. Pause that, and it's shorter than the last one. There's that. Maybe it's not this. Let me pause and look. Maybe not. Okay, never mind. Let's go back to the other one. Back. I think I missed it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, so I went in it. This is it here. I hope they go after Piers Morgan. Okay, so let's listen to him.
Listen, there's rumors and then there's nonsense, and this is one step further, right? This is a pointed and formal accusation of something, and I felt it needed to be responded to. So I think somebody reported it was a cease and desist. It wasn't that. It was quite bluntly an ultimatum, which is remove that false accusation that's demonstrably false, or a court's going to order you to. And so I think he made the wise choice and acted accordingly.
He meaning Piers Morgan.
Removing it and apologizing for it, yes. What changed here in my mind is that somebody on a so-called journalistic platform exploited that kind of random rumor mill, whether it's disconnected from reality or what have you, and lifted it up. And by doing that, you know, they not only caused harm here, but they are also droning out the voices of real victims. And by doing that to get clicks, it didn't just harm the Carters. What he did effectively,
the Carters are Jay-Z and Beyoncé, okay?
Was to drone out the voices of actual victims in an ongoing case, in an ongoing investigation. And that was too much for me.
Are you in the process of making sure that it is taken down everywhere?
What I am here to say is that in a situation as serious as this, somebody who puts themselves out as a journalist should not effectively take advantage of the situation and exploit somebody in this way. And so that's the real reason for action.
Does it strike you a little bit that there's been a lot of silence in Hollywood in the wake of all of this?
Well, as to the Carters, I can tell you that when they put their foot down on something as they did here, they are sending a message. And if they can't stand up and make sure right from wrong, then who can? I've always believed that the truth will come out in courtrooms, and I'm sure the truth will come out here.
Okay, remember, in the U.S., no matter, you are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. Okay? Before Trump was found guilty, okay, before all the steps, the Jean Carroll case and things like that, he was innocent. Before all of that, he was innocent until they go to court and show proof to back up their claim. And then the juries find him guilty with all of the proof, whatever the allegation was made, and it was backed up by evidence and all of that. Okay, this is when you could actually put the, the label, I would say, that he did rape somebody and all of that. But before that, the allegation is just allegation. But once you go to the court of law and they found you guilty and all of that, and this is why all the things that's happening, especially in Florida, he's preventing that from going. And then you have that judge who tossed everything out. Okay, because he knows once they find him guilty, and he knows the government has things on him, so he doesn't want these things to be shown. And you have things that's going on in DC, and if you follow the right news, okay, not just the mainstream media. I don't even think mainstream media actually talk about these things. Okay, the things that's going on in DC, the concrete evidence, the things that the judge allowed to be made public. Okay, these are evidence that the government has against Trump. So this is why he doesn't want these things to go to court, because once they find him guilty, he can't say anything anymore. Okay, but right now it's just allegation. The only thing that come behind him, you could literally say, yes, he is that, because he was found guilty of it, is that he's a rapist. Okay, I could easily say that without any worried of being sued, because they did sue him in the court of law in New York City. Jean Carroll proved herself that Trump did rape her. Okay, so that's that. So people need to be very careful with these kind of things. Okay, if only they will just sue him. Piers Morgan. Okay, so I'm done with this. We listen to the lawyer. So it was not a cease of disease or something like that. It was that they asked him to remove it, and then we saw the video before. All right, so we go into the next tweet, which I already shared before. Let's see what they're saying here. All right, so this is everything else. Jay-Z and Beyoncé attorney Alex Spiro says he did not send Piers Morgan a cease and desist. He sent him an ultimatum: remove the false accusation or a court is gonna order you to. Okay, so there's that here. Oh, so that was the one that was longer, 2 minutes and 8 seconds, and there's him here, and there's that. Okay, so let's listen.
Been shocking to you that somebody comes on a show and then kind of levels these vague-ish allegations? Were you kind of ready for something like this to eventually happen?
Listen, there's rumors and then there's nonsense, and this is one step further, right? This is a pointed and formal accusation of something, and I felt it needed to be responded to. So I think somebody reported it was a cease and desist. It wasn't that. It was quite bluntly an ultimatum, which is remove that false accusation that's demonstrably false, or a court's going to order you to. And so I think he made the wise choice and acted accordingly.
He meaning Piers Morgan.
Removing it and apologizing for it, yes. What changed here in my mind is that somebody on a so-called journalistic platform exploited that kind of random rumor mill, whether it's disconnected from reality or what have you, and lifted it up. And by doing that, they not only caused harm here, but they are also droning out the voices of real victims. And by doing that to get clicks, it didn't just harm the Carters. What what he did effectively was to drown out the voices of actual victims in an ongoing case, in an ongoing investigation. And that was too much for me.
Are you in the process of making sure that it is taken down everywhere?
What I am here to say is that in a situation as serious as this, somebody who puts themselves out as a journalist should not effectively take advantage of the situation and exploit somebody in this way. And so that's the real reason for action.
Does it strike you a little bit that there's been a lot of silence in Hollywood in the wake of all of this?
Well, as to the Carters, I can tell you that when they put their foot down on something as they did here, they are sending a message. And if they can't stand up and make sure right from wrong, then who can? I've always believed that the truth will come out in courtrooms, and I'm sure the truth will come out.
Okay, so that's that. The key thing here, the courtroom. This one, that's him talking about it. We heard about it already. Actually, this was the video, 2 minutes, 8 seconds. HOV said, AMF lawyer, his wordplay is genius. Exploited that kind of rumor mill whether it's disconnected from reality. And so many words, Jagger right is not mentality. Stable and lives and delusional. Any sane person can see that. Silence in Hollywood, quote, as for the Carters, I can tell. Let's see here. Oh my God, it was that long. Silence in Hollywood, as for the Carters, I can tell you that when they put their foot down on something as they did here, they are sending a message. The Carters shut that down because they don't have anything to do with who and what. The message is clear. All right, bullseye, ate them right up. All right, again, everything has to go to the court of law. Now, I'm not going to dismiss anything. The only thing that I'm aware of is that, what's this guy name? Corey Feldman has been saying it for a very long time. There is toxicity going on in Hollywood. People dismiss him. They drown out his voice. All I have to say here, he's been warning so many people, whether it's in the black community or in the white community or wherever, or in your community, it's out there. People need to take those things seriously and let kids be kids. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the next one. All right, so now we are into Bojo. Now, this is full-blown politics. If you're not into that, this is your time to exit out.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
We ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together. And if I may speak personally, we are all in this together. Because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.